What is up YouTube? I hope you all are doing good and safe. Welcome back to a brand new video. So in today's video, I will be sharing with you 5 tips which will help you to clear the group discussion round. The first round is the aptitude round, and most of us clear that round. Either you're smart, you would clear that round, or the second option is by copying, and I was one of them. So let me know in the comment box below how many of you guys have copied for your aptitude round. But in the group discussion, you cannot copy from someone else because you're sitting in front of the moderator and you cannot copy someone else's ideas or his point of view. So in today's video, I will be helping you to clear the group discussion round. So now, without any further delay, let's get into the video. So guys, the tip number 1 is a very important tip, and this is the root or the base of all the tips that are going to follow. And this tip is listen carefully and make notes. So whenever the moderator shares a topic with you, make sure you listen carefully and make notes on that topic. If you have any doubts or concern, ask the moderator that the topic that you have understood is correct or wrong, so that you do not make any mistakes while you're talking on that topic. Now, making notes does not mean you make essays on that topic or you write paragraphs. Just make bullet points, 3 to 4 bullet points on that topic, and then when your turn comes, you can talk on those bullet points clearly. Now, this point is very important. Listening is very important also in a day-to-day task, and I want you guys to inculcate it from the moment you're watching this video. Listening to your girlfriend or your friends, family members, or anyone for that matter. Listen carefully, understand what has been shared with you, and then talk. This makes a lot of difference on what you're talking. So guys, now let's move on to tip number 2. And the tip number 2 is it's not necessary to start a discussion. Always wait, let the first person talk. Let him share his ideas, let him throw his cards first, and once he has done talking, you can throw your cards later. That is, you can start talking after he has spoken. Now, what you can do when he is talking, you can make notes of his points so that you get a lot of points to talk upon. And then one benefit here is, if you have not understood the topic clearly, this will also help you to understand the topic in a broader manner, and then you also have a lot of ideas and points to work upon, so that whenever your chance comes, you can talk on a lot of points which he must have missed. And I've also seen that a lot of students feel talking first or starting the discussion first gets you noticed in front of the moderator and you can cover a lot of points, but that's not the case. The moderator or the evaluator is looking for your ideas, different ideas. What kind of ideas do you have? How deep are your ideas? And then how clearly are you talking? The way you're expressing yourself, that is what matters in a group discussion. So I want you to make notes of these 2 tips. These are very important and are very basic. Tip number 1 is to listen properly and make notes. Once you have heard, you have made notes of those points, wait, let the other person throw his cards first. You must have played the game of cards, right? Let the other person show his cards. Once he's done, you can show your cards where you have a lot of ideas and lot of points to talk upon. So guys, now let's move on to tip number 3. And tip number 3 is also very important. This tip is to be confident in clear in whatever you are talking. Now, you have made notes or the bullet points. You have listened carefully to the point that has been shared with you. You have also waited for the first person to talk. Just be confident, take a deep breath, and talk about the points that you have made a note of. Be clear and confident. I have seen a lot of people who use fillers while they are talking. Even I used to do that when my turn used to come, because of the fear of talking in front of 5 to 6 people. I used to fumble and I used to use fillers like or else instead of like, I used to replace it with Hindi words. Instead of like, I used to use matlab. So reduce that. Do not use Hindi fillers for English. Try to reduce the filler of just like what I did just now. It is completely fine. At times people do make grammatical mistakes while they are talking. That is fine. And even if you fumble, that is fine. Just be confident and clear in whatever you are talking, and do not worry about what other 6 or 7 students are going to say or think about you, because everyone is worried about their own performance. You just take a deep breath, see the points that you have made a note of, and just talk on those points. It does not matter how long you talk. What matters is how good you are talking on those points and how good your ideas are compared to other students. So the main point here is to keep your English clear and crisp. Your points should be good, and just don't worry. Be calm, collective, keep your composure, and just talk on those points. Do not worry about anyone. And if you follow these 3 steps clearly, you would be 70 to 75% through the group discussion round. So guys, let's move on to tip number 4. Even this tip is very important, and this happens during the group discussion phase. And this tip is, do not fight or do not be aggressive during the group discussion. Now, I have seen a lot of students who try to be aggressive or who fight with other students for the point they have shared. This will reduce your point, and this will give a bad impression to the moderator, because corporates do not want employees who are aggressive, who fight, or who are hot tempered, who cannot handle pressure. This will portray a wrong information about you as a person. So whenever such a point has been shared or you want to talk against that point, just make notes of that point and the name of the person. For example, if Rahul has shared a point, just make a note of the point he has shared, write down his name, and once he is done, point out to him by saying, I would want to refer to Rahul's point which he just mentioned, and I highly respect on the ideas he has shared, and then start your point. And you will get additional points for the approach you just followed, and then contradict his point. So rather than being aggressive and fighting with the other person, use this approach. You are going to get more marks here, and then you would be near to clearing your group discussion phase. So guys, now let's move on to the final tip. This tip is also very important, which will help you to fetch more marks. Be the last one to end the group discussion. This will help you to be in the limelight and also to get more marks. Now keep the outro, that is the end, very short, crisp, and to the point. You can keep it generalized. Okay, for example, you can start by saying, I really appreciate and respect all your ideas, and it was really nice in sharing this group discussion with each and every one of you, and I would love to conclude this discussion. Then place your points there. Okay, so this approach will grab everyone's attention, and in front of the moderator will feel that he appreciates everyone, he respects everyone's ideas, and then he is also thanking everyone for joining this discussion. Okay, you will get more marks here, you are going to get noticed, and then you can place your generalized points after using these statements. So I feel these statements are very important while you are ending a group discussion. This will help you to be in the limelight, and you will also fetch more marks. So once you have done this, you have followed all the 5 steps properly, I am sure you will clear the group discussion round. Just be sure that you are confident. Listen carefully to whatever has been shared with you. Make notes. Notes will always help you to talk on the points, because while everyone is talking and you do not make notes on those points, you might tend to forget, because everyone is under pressure, everyone is worried if they are going to get selected or not. So it is very important to listen carefully, make notes, be confident, and talk clearly and in a crisp manner. And if you follow these steps properly, I am sure you can write it down. You will clear the group discussion round. For people who are facing issues with their English is not that good or not up to the mark, I would recommend start reading books. Even I read books. This book is How to Build a Brand Story. You can read any books. You can start watching English movies or listen to podcasts, which will help you to grow as a person, rather than watching garbage content on YouTube or watching any kind of movies which will not add any value to your life or which will not help you to grow in your career. I hope this video was helpful and you have learned a lot of things out of this video. If yes, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you have loved the video, make sure you hit a like and also share it with your colleague or your friend who comes with you for interviews, because I had a lot of friends and we used to go together for all the interviews. So guys, it was really nice talking to each and every one of you, and if you have stayed till the end of the video, I really appreciate all your time in watching my videos. And while you wait for the next week's video, make sure you check these 2 videos out. And on the same note, I will be signing off, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I will drop my links below in the description box, and if you have any doubts or concerns, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, and also on the comments below in the YouTube section. And I will talk to you guys in the next week's video. Till then, stay safe, take care, much love, keep lifting, and never give up.